WWE 2K22 is set to be released on March 11th, 2022, and the game may just be the most anticipated WWE video game release of all time. I mean, seriously, we've had 2 years without a WWE video game release. I want to play some new content, come on. But players have been enjoying news relating to exciting new features which will debut in the game, but there's also a lot of curiosity relating to which new WWE Superstars will debut in the game. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at every new superstar in WWE 2K22 so far. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we actually upload a video, which I promise will be more. Number 10. Joaquin Wilde. And one of the stars from the NXT brand who will make their debut in 2K22 is Joaquin Wilde. Wilde is a key member of the popular stable known as Legado del Fantasma, and it's expected that the other members of the stable are also set to be in the game. We officially know that Wilde is in the game thanks to the initial trailer which debuted in November 2021. Wilde could be seen in the MyGM mode preview along with a ton of other wrestlers including Big E, Bianca Belair and Roman Reigns. Number 9. Kaylie Ray. Kaylie Ray finally makes her WWE video game debut in 2K22. Ray should have been featured in 2K20, but for whatever reason, she was left off the roster. Ray had a memorable and historic 649 days as NXT UK Women's Champion, and she's recently made the jump to NXT 2.0. It'll be interesting to see what rating Ray is given in the game due to her decorated history, as she should be one of the highest rated female stars in the installment. Well, actually, we know WWE, they'll give NXT wrestlers some mediocre rating, just because they're on NXT. Number 8. Raquel Gonzalez. Another one of NXT's top female stars makes her debut in 2K22. Raquel Gonzalez's involvement in the game was confirmed in the trailer released last year, and players will no doubt look forward to play as a former NXT Women's Champion. Raquel's involvement in the game means that players can book Raquel in a dream match against the likes of Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, all of which wouldn't be currently possible without the existence of the 2K franchise. Number 7. Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff has been a busy man over the past 12 months, having made appearances both on WWE and AEW television. Despite appearing for both companies, Bischoff is confirmed to be a playable character in 2K22. Now, this may come as a surprise that Bischoff is a playable character, as there really wasn't any demand to see Bischoff in the game. Well, at least in this type of role. Had he been a selectable manager in GM mode, that would have been awesome. But in all likelihood, it may have been something to do with the NWO edition of the game being released, and with Bischoff being a key member of the group, he would have to be included in the game. Interestingly, Bischoff's appearance in 2K22 will mark his first appearance in a WWE video game since he appeared in SmackDown Here Comes the Pain all the way back in 2003. Number 6. Shotzi. A WWE 2K22 will also see the video game debut for Shotzi Blackheart. Oh sorry, now she's only just known as Shotzi. My mistake. Shotzi has been featured in a ton of promotional material, and her tank entrance is expected to be featured in the game itself. Shotzi was called up to the main roster in summer of 2021, and she recently turned heel to embark on a feud with Sasha Banks. Players will no doubt be curious to see how this main roster call-up reflects on Shotzi's overall rating in the game. We're hoping mid-80s? What about you guys? Number 5. Rey Mysterio, the 1996 Starrcade Edition. Now, WWE made a great decision in putting the legendary Rey Mysterio on the cover of 2K22. In fact, I think it's one of the best covers they've ever come out with. Now, Mysterio is known around the world, and if WWE and 2K want people to purchase the game, Mysterio is certainly the right superstar to grace the cover. A new version of Mysterio will be added in the game, and this version of Mysterio will sport the iconic WCW 1996 Starrcade attire. This is the attire used in the match against Jushin Thunder Liger and features the colors of black, white and red. Now, it's without a doubt one of Mysterio's best in-ring attires, and players will no doubt be excited to see the attire in the game once it's released in March. Number 4. Dominic Mysterio. Now, speaking of Rey Mysterio, his son Dominic is set to make his WWE video game debut in 2K22. Dominic had a great rookie year in WWE, making his in-ring debut at SummerSlam in 2020 in an acclaimed match against Seth Rollins. Dominic and Rey then captured the SmackDown Tag Team titles in 2021, capping off a stellar 12 months for the youngster. But whilst Dominic is confirmed to be in the WWE 2K22 release, he is rumored to be an unlockable character. This could possibly relate to Rey's Showcase mode, and Dominic is eventually unlocked during a part of this mode. Could it be that we actually get the custody of Dominic ladder match at SummerSlam 2005? Eddie Guerrero is in the game, so we can only hope. Whatever the case, it'll be great to finally see Dominic in a WWE video game release. Number 3. MVP. Finally, after 11 long years, MVP is finally back in a WWE video game. MVP's appearance in 2K22 will mark his first WWE video game appearance since SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. MVP made his grand return to the WWE at the 2020 Royal Rumble, and since then he's taken on a managerial role for Bobby Lashley. This has been a fantastic role for MVP and one that fans have been loving on WWE television. With MVP's current role going so well in WWE, it's likely that he'll be in the WWE 2K installments for years to come. Number 2. The Undertaker Phantom Mask version. Now, the Undertaker Immortal Pack will feature 3 additional Undertaker personas to play in the game. One of these will be the Phantom Mask Taker. This was the Undertaker that surfaced in WWE when the Undertaker legitimately had his nose broken by Mabel in 1995. When Taker returned at the Survivor Series in 95, he sported this weird Phantom of the Opera mask, which was grey in colour, and although some players may view 2K once again using the Undertaker to get them to buy some add-ons as lazy, it makes perfect business sense. The Undertaker is one of the most popular stars to ever step foot in a squared circle. Now we can only hope that he goes as a sole inductee in the 2022 Hall of Fame. And number 1, The Undertaker Boneyard Match version. 2020 saw The Undertaker wrestle his last ever matchup as he competed in a Boneyard match against AJ Styles at Wrestlemania 36. For this matchup, The Undertaker would debut brand new gear which was a hybrid of all his iconic characters. The dead man would wear leather pants and a black leather vest which looked similar to the vest he wore during his Ministry of Darkness days. He would finish off the attire by sporting a classic bandana just like he did during the Ruthless Aggression era. Now, it's great to see this version of The Undertaker debut in 2K22, and with the popularity of this attire and look, hopefully it's a permanent feature in the game moving forward. The final of the 3 Undertakers from the Immortal Pack is said to be the Lord of Darkness version of The Undertaker, but this version has appeared in a number of prior WWE video game installments dating back to the WWF Attitude game released all the way back in 1999. Well, there you have it folks, every new superstar in WWE 2K22 so far. What superstar are you looking forward to the most so far? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling video game content.